Yeah, we do. All right, we are on a 9-minute delay. So we'll have some viewers here in about 9 minutes, which is fine by me. We've got one game going on, and we've got some more that should be shooting up here. Alrighty. Let's see. We are in for $268. We are on PLO4 with a 1-2 PLO4 with an ante. And this is not the flop we were looking for. That's not exactly the turn we were looking for. I don't beat an E-thing. I'm so glad that misclick didn't accidentally misclick. It definitely would have cost me $25. Ooh, we have somebody on 2-4 PLO5. Who's on 2-4 PLO5? Somebody wants to play some bigger stakes PLO5. Push! Wants to play some PLO5. 2-4. It's a nice big game. Not sure if we should play it. I mean, we had lots of big pots last night. Like, really, really lots of action. Lots of action. So, we'll see. We've got a couple things going on here. Maybe we get I'll buy in for 400. What the hell? Like, let's see if we can get 2-4 going today. Maybe we get it going. Maybe we don't. Maybe Crazy John shows up. Crazy John does like showing up. And we have $3 double board. Let's see if we can get $4 PLO5 double board. I feel like the 5 is going to be a little bit of a looser game. So here we've got 2-4. We've got $5 PLO5. We've got this game going. And we've got that one's big O. And then there. That's what we got going right now. And let me sign into the chat. So that way the chat's live. Oh, and you know what? I just realized I got to turn off that light behind me. Because that light behind me always shows such a weird glare. Give me 1 second and I will do that. Boom. There we go. What I have here, 7, 8, 8, queen. I mean, I guess three-handed. I don't really like it three-handed, but we're going to see what happens. Oh, we got some big O going. Here we go. Big O. I like big O anyways. I like big O and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Big O with antes. So now we're going to move these games down a hair. I got betting called. I don't like it. Don't like it anymore. That didn't work. Alrighty. And this is $4. Big double board. PLO5. $3. PLO6 double board. And then we've got Big O going. And we have PLO4. 6, 7, 9, 10. Ooh, here we've got kings with ace deuce 5. Don't like that hand. This hand I love. V-shot, we can get it all in for 100 right here, baby. I do have nut clubs with an overpair, and I do have a live deuce draw. So we're gonna down bet just a little bit. All right, we have a live deuce for a low. Really like a club. Nope. V-shot's been playing a little tight lately. 2/3 pot. So I don't know. Maybe he takes it from me. I'm not sure. Felt like at best I'm getting half, and that's at best. I think I'm losing a lot of it a lot of the time. I feel like this live stream might be a little bit shorter than the previous ones. Just because it's 8:30 and we've only got 2 tables going. So, I don't know. If you guys want to join me, it's on pppoker, Madhouse, 1810023. Yes, I do get paid to say all that. That's fine. Gotta let you guys know that. But yeah, how are you guys doing this Wednesday evening? I hope you guys are doing well. But yeah, my next Life of a Grinder episode, just to give you an answer there, Mo, is I'm debating if I should release it later on this week. I did start editing some of the stuff. Like, I did some tie-dye stuff today with my wife, and I recorded it. Just because it's like off-kilter, different stuff, Life of a Grinder. And then the stuff I recorded last week. Look at this. I'm getting 3-bet by old Mr. Push. He's going to have a 3-1 SPR when we come back. So he's not going to be in the... 3-1's a decent amount. He's not going to be in the folding mood too much. So, yeah, that's a pretty safe card for me. Unless he's got pocket 9s. He's going to find out the bad news here on the turn. He's probably going to bet 20. Yeah, I kind of expected that. Let's see if we can go 72. Which means he's either got an all-in or fold here. And in a way, it kind of looks a little bluffy. Because it's 50 into 150. He's getting 3-1 on his money. So, I mean, a jack really doesn't change much. I don't think. Oh, boy. Does he really have 10 king? Did I just sell myself short? Oh, he's got king jack. All right. Any of the ace of spade blockers. So, fair enough. Fair result. So, he buys in for max, pushes here to play. Oh boy, I might have just awakened the Kraken. What do you guys think about his image here? It's pretty funny. He knows he's being on live stream, so he's doing that. Let's see if I raise, if I get 3-bet potted by push so quickly. I do. This tells me push is not happy with the results of that one hand. Oh boy. He's probably not going to be happy with... Oh, he checked. All right. Well, let's go with... let's just go with the old 40 ball. He probably doesn't have diamonds, is my guess. Oh boy. Does he really have ace king? I mean, he's betting half pot, checking the flop. Oh, Andy 3-bet. So ace king, 9 jack, 9 king. They're all in his wheelhouse. Like, it's one of the... that or a diamond I really don't want to see. I guess you could say I'm playing a little too tight against somebody who's just rage clicking at this point. Or maybe he's rage clicking, but that's the power of push, man. Like, sometimes he seems to be rage clicking and he's not. Like, he does things calculated. That's why I give him a little respect. I think he might have had 9 king there. Or at least he's got a 9. I know that. Like, I don't know. Or at least it feels like he's got a 9. Like a half pot donk lead bet. Let me know what you guys would have done. I think that was an okay fold. I don't think so, but I'll check in a bit. Oh, I just got back from my mom's house having dinner, and she says I just took the whole pie. I thought I just took a slice. It was just a plate wrapped up in aluminum foil. I just grabbed it thinking, oh, I'll have a slice of pie later on. She's saying I grabbed the whole slice, the whole pie. Well, she's telling me it's not here, so I must have taken the whole pie. So I'll check it out in a minute. All right, this is a decent hand. double suited, queen jack 10. Okay, see, so he's done rage betting or rage clicking. Not a bad hand. I don't like this hand in Big O. Still don't like it. Yeah, we're gonna top up another 100 here. All right, I have a gutter ball and over pairs to the threes. But anybody sniffs at this pot, I'm pretty much done with it. Ooh, we are now 9 minutes live on our stream. Oops. So we're at the 9-minute delay mark. So that means the chat is live. So I'll let everybody know that. Pocket nines. There we go. We'll let people know the chat is live. In that case, anybody wants to get a hold or have questions, they can ask directly. And then one of the things I do in the chat is we have a 3-3 hand here. Now again, 3-3 hand means 3 to a Broadway, like Ace King 10, and then 3 to a straight or 3 to a wheel, like Ace 3-5. So we have what's known as a 3-3 hand. So there aren't too many flops that we don't like here. Like, for example, we still have an Ace 3 low. We still have a straight draw. We have a 2-pair draw. I know you might not factor in 2-pair draw very often, but when the flop's like 7-7-6, it's unusual for somebody to call a pot size bet pre-flop with the 7 in their hand. They could have a dangling 7, but like, who knows? Now I have a pair of kings, Ace 3 low, clubs. I'm against MVR. Because he checks, I'm just going to fire it one more time. I mean, if he check raises, I'm calling and I'm not loving life. But because he checks, he could just have a low, like Ace Deuce X, and now my Ace King is ahead. So this is just applying pressure at appropriate times. If he has a 7, he's going to call. If he has 7 King, he's going to raise. See? So one of the big things, I had somebody ask me yesterday, they said, hey, Professor, I'm transitioning over into being a Big O player from a PLO5 high-only player. What advice do you have for me? And I said 2 things. Knowing when to recognize pressure and when to apply it is number 1. Number 2 is sticking to decent hands like the 3-3. So yeah, here we've got 1-2 PLO4 going, and here we've got 1-2 Big O going. 4 on this table, 3 on this table, and then we even have 2 going over here. Now, because we have a gut shot and we raised, we're going to represent an ace here. Look at this. We have a set of deuces with the nut diamonds. I don't like him check calling. It signifies he's got ace deuce, ace 10. All right, Wayne's like, get it all in. He's just got a nut low draw. Well, not just a nut low draw. He's got a complete wrap. Wow, I still brick out on everything. Like, even when he gets there, I still have a lot of outs. But that's okay. I do the same thing in his spot. That happens. Aces with the 5. All right, let's see what happens here. Wayne is apparently coolering me today. That's all right. It's allowed. Hopefully I can put the cooler on everybody. Right now I'm not doing that at the moment. So we shall see. I mean, I'm getting some decent hands in PLO4. Like, especially 3-handed. Queen, queen, 10, 4, 3-handed is not too bad. This 4-handed is not too bad. Ace 5, 6, 6, 7, double suited with a suited and ace. So here we do have blockers. Here we have spades with a bottom end rundown. I made the mistake. I should have just bet pot. Like, if I bet pot, I find out right away. Okay. Interesting here, because now if he checks, he's just representing 10 jack. where I have absolutely air. Okay, so he must have had, maybe he had like a set or something, I'm not sure. We're just going to max up here. 8854. 3 ways, no diamonds in my hand. But we do have 3 4s, so with that turn, no, we're gonna make it a little bit more. Like if he had jacks, he would have bet. Ace 4 will call me, which would be a problem. Like if he's got ace 4x, oh, that sucks. Yeah, I didn't want to call there. I just wanted to fold. I'm never good against Wayne here. He's obviously got 4 jack or pocket jacks. Like he might have pocket jacks there. I know some of you might be watching being like, well, you can call and get that information. Not really. Like if I call there, I'm calling the river when the 10 comes. And I guarantee you he's either got jack 8 or ace 4 is his lowest range, but I think he's actually got more than that. Oh, God, I hate this hand. In Big O, at least. All right, we're just going to play the button here. King, Queen, 8. We have a raise, and then everybody checks. Great. I'm so glad Mike decided to do that. Like, obviously, you've got way more outs than I do. 130. So again, I don't know how long I'm going to be live streaming. I don't know how many of you guys are logged in, like watching the live stream. I don't have any music going right now. I'm just like totally we got 9 people watching. I've got my music computer, I believe, is downstairs. I had to take it somewhere today to go do a bunch of other stuff. But I suppose I could play you guys some music here off of YouTube. Uh-oh. Oh, no. We look like we got a 2-4 game going here, boys. We have a PLO5 2-4. This is going to be the highlight of the evening right now. I can tell you that right now. Here we go. 2-4 PLO5. And we have PLO4. Kings and 3s. And then Big O. So here we've got PLO4. I better get off the bomb pots before I can't be running 4 tables short, that's for sure. So, good luck, good luck. Oh, don't tell me good luck. Tell me to play smart and run like a god. Because telling me good luck is bad. Oh, I live between Michigan and Florida. Depends on time of year. Let's see. So here we have... All right, so let's move this around so that way we're not getting mixed up. We have high card, like PLO4 high. And then we have PLO5 high. What did I buy into this one? I'm down 150 here. All right. So 2-4... It's a little bit of a bigger game, which is fine. I don't mind playing a bigger game. Look, we have an up and down straight draw. So, and we have backdoor hearts. We have backdoor clubs. Look at that. We turn the nuts. Get ultimate respect from Johnny. This is Big O here. So these are the 2 high cards. These are 2 low cards. All right, V-Shot just jammed all in, so we're going to have a dead pot here when Wayne calls. I mean, it's an extra $7 for Wayne to call. Can't imagine he's going to fold, but then again, you never know. Look, this is high only. These 2 are high only. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, double suited is a powerhouse in PLO5 high. This might be one of the top like 10 hands, so we're gonna 3-bet it big. We're not gonna flop much here. Gonna peel one off. Okay, now we're not going anywhere. All right, now we're just gonna bomb it. Just the old $250 bluff. Just clicking buttons here, people. Just click, click. Push is not a bad player, though. He'll recognize that if I do that too often. But betting half pot on the turn signifies either 2-pair or like a flush draw or like a pair and a flush draw. But I think when he checks the river, I have to bet there. Like, I do have a little bit of showdown value with having 1 pair, but when in doubt, pot it out. That's the rule number 1 on the 10 Commandments of PLO, which, by the way, we sell those shirts. For those of you who are watching, for the 9 people who are watching, we do sell those shirts, by the way. Oh. But yes, we do sell those shirts on the Etsy store. 10 Commandments of Pot Limit Omaha is one of them. Definitely order that. Among other shirts, you know. I mean, check. All right, 5 really shouldn't change anything. I'm stuck a little bit here, up a little bit here. I think I'm down a little bit here. I'm down 100. Down 150, so I'm down 250, and then over here I'm up 150. So I'm down $100 for the night. And who do we got watching? We got V-Shot, Donkfish, we have Mo. Well, we do have aces, and they're double suited, so PLO6, I mean, I have 1 suited ace, and then I have a suited king. You know, this is a hand where it was raise and a 3-bet and a 4-bet, and here we're 3-handed. And we're getting it all in, folks. No one's going anywhere. All right, I turned off EV Chop. I'm almost in the lead. I'm at 37%. Here we go. We're going to a flop, boys. Here it comes. The flop comes. 7, deuce, 4. I flop the nut, heart draw. Push flops a pair. We turn the nut hearts, and we're going to scoop. That's a good way to start the night. Card gods are still shining in our favor. Oh boy, push reloaded Max. Or not Max, but a lot. He's like, I'm going to cover you, Josh. So we got 3 ways. Now, just so you guys know, there's a little history between Push, Crazy John, and myself. I did not win the biggest pot in Madhouse history. That goes to Mr. Push and Pray here, playing PLO6 1-2. Ended up winning, I believe it was an 11.2K pot or an 11.3K pot against Ty Outlaw. Ty the Outlaw, the guy that I was doing flips with in Vegas. And one board, just so you guys know, or not one board, they only ran it once. But the I got 3 pair here. I think I just got to max pressure it and hope like a red deuce comes. But one board, not one board, they got it all in, and Ty had ace, ace, queen, queen, XX double suited, and Push had like 10, 8, 7, 6, 5 deuce or something, and Ty flops 2 pair, and they get it all in. It was like a $900 bet pre-flop, like a 6-bet or a 7-bet. And then on the flop, they just piled it in. What do we have here? We don't have a low. And we have the nut flush draw here. So we're not, and we have a straight draw. I guess I could have raised this. And we have 2 pair now. But yeah, they piled it in on the flop. Oh, wow, I guess he really likes that one. And yeah, Push ended up holding. Like the runner, it came like runner, like 4 or 6 or something, and Push won like an 11K pot with 2 pair. But the reason why I say there's some history here is because I won, I think it was a 7K pot or a 9K pot. I honestly can't remember. Can you ever stone cold bluff in Big O, or is it ever done to blow someone off a chop? No, I've done both. You just have to pick your spots, Mijitsu. That's part of the key, especially with Big O, because there is. And I'm just going to check this and play it a little slow here. It is a full pot size bet. All right, and I guess we're just going to check it one more time. I mean, he should do another pot size bet if he's got like king, king, queen, 9. All right, well, we're just going to pile it in at this point. 8, 9, queen, king. Okay, so he's free rolling to the board pairing. I like his free roll better than mine because I have no free roll. That works. But yeah, I've done both on Big O to get people off of a chop, and I've also done it to bluff. Like this hand right here, Donkfish doesn't have a 6. He doesn't have a 6. One of these guys would have bet. It's kind of a semi-bluff. Like, yeah, I have aces and 9s, but really do I want to be drawing to chop the pot or letting somebody draw to chop the pot? I don't think I do, you know. So it's just a matter of picking spots. Oh, here I have a gut shot. This really doesn't do anything, but I have position. Now I have a double gutter. There are no flush draws out here. I'm going to realize my equity and hope for a 6 or a 10. Obviously, a 10 comes, it's going to be great. That really looks like a deuce 4. Ace 4, 5, Jack 8. We have a gut shot straight, an 8 high flush draw. Oh, now we need a 7, a 10. Oh, he's only got $23. God, if he had more, I would have folded. He's going to scoop. Rightfully so. He deserves it. He had a pair of queens. And he had diamonds, so he had a lot of my blockers. I'm not really ready to give up on this hand yet. Turn a straight. Good shot here. You're taking that one, John. All right, I feel pretty good about this hand. Now I'm going to try maximizing how much money I can get on this, because, yeah. All right. Ace, King, Jack, 6, 8, and Big O. So we got 3 tables going. 9-minute delay. There's 10 of you guys watching. First of all, I appreciate all of you guys watching. Thank you so much for watching. We're playing 2-4 tonight, apparently, just for a little bit. At least 20 more minutes. Probably going to be longer than that. Oh, my word. Look at this hand. I'm going to just play a little tight to the chest and check it one time. I regret checking it one time. I figured $12 I'll call a gutter ball. Plus it gives me a runner draw. Now here's an interesting fact. Why would push call there? He's probably got like a heart draw. So here I'm going to bet super low. I hope he doesn't raise. Oh, he just calls. Oh, he's got 8s full. I mean, fair enough. That's a fair call. Like if I check, he can bet pot, and then I have to make the decision of calling. Now I have 2 straight draws. I don't like it. I'm only drawing to the nuts on 1. Don't like this hand. I do have a pair of kings with a gutter ball. So this is interesting because you play three-handed a little bit differently, like a little bit more aggro than you would. Oh, now we got 4 people in 2-4. So maybe the 1-2 doesn't go. And here we go. We got a 3-bet to 60. I'm going to lay that one down just for a minute. Look at this over here. We got an overpair and a gut shot. Don't have any hearts. Now I'm regretting my decisions because I don't think I'm folding. We have jacks and 8s with a gut shot, and we have his gut shot gets there, nuts, spades, and he's going to win it. Wow, that ended up being pretty good for me. If I called that, I would have lost most of my stack. Maybe the card gods are looking out for me after all. Who knows? So 11 of you guys watching, I appreciate it. Here we have a flush, second nuts. Now he checked to me, so obviously I'm just betting pot, just trying to get rid of the hand. Not that I have to. Kings and 3s I like. Ace, queen, 5, 5, 10, queen, queen, jack, flop. So, let's see what happens here. So, full-size pot bet. I'm going to call that one. Let's go 15. It's like half pot. It's reasonable. Queens and sevens with an ace. Four-handed. Oh, it's kind of a tough spot. Big O, I have not won on stream yet. Not one time. PLO4, I'm down 100. Here I'm down 200. And here I am up 700. So I'm up 500 or 400 right now. But yeah, this is all at the Madhouse. Again, if you guys want to join me, it's on pppoker. It's got some really good action. Good luck, works. Thanks. I'm a little superstitious, though, but I appreciate it. Anyways, I just have to get used to it. Appreciate it. Even though I'm a little superstitious. Oh, yeah. Good pot with ace. Oh, yeah, for sure. We're four-handed. I don't like not having a suited ace, and I don't like having those two cards. Look at this flop. 5, 8, 9. I mean, even if he's got 4 or 5, with hearts as well, that's pretty monstrous. Oh, well, I got hearts. Well, let's see if he checks it. I can get $8 out of him. Here we go. Let me see if I can get $7 out of my buddy Wayne here. Oh, yeah. He knows he's beat. He knows he's beat, and he might call. This is going to Value Town. I tried taking my buddy to Value Town as much as I could. Good fold, Wayne. Good fold. Especially if you're watching. Huge fold. I mean, not really a huge fold, but still a good fold. This is a better pocket jacks than I had before. I think, right? I like this hand. You know, it's PLO5. Let's just 3-3-8's really not going to hit my range of favorability with raising pre-flop, but if it checks through a second time, me no likey. Ooh, I have 3 jacks now. There are some hearts out there. I could. Those are my dogs barking, which means my wife's home, which means the stream will end shortly. We have 2 pair with a live deuce. Now, because we have top 2 pair, we are going to semi-bluff here. We get called. We don't want to get called. We have the nut diamonds. V-shot, you can check it, buddy. V-shot does not believe in checks. Thank you guys so much. You know what? What I will do is I'll play some music. Oops. YouTube on here. V-shot's limping in here. And what's this rock music? All right, let me know if that's too loud. That might be too loud. I think that's too loud. There, is that better? I got to make sure I lose all the rights for monetization. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like when I'm live streaming. Like I was telling my mom today, I'm like, yeah, when I drive down to Detroit, I live stream while I'm driving. Any chance of doing more classroom episodes? You know, I was at the studio today doing tie-dyeing, and I should have done an episode on PLO6 because I have enough content now to do episodes on PLO6. But I appreciate the question, Mujitsu, but I should be able to do an episode of PLO6. I'm going back to the studio tomorrow to grab my tie-dyeing stuff, the stuff that I made. All right, so we are in Big O. I mean, what does he have? Does he have like deuce 3? I mean, he just called. I guess I fold one time. But, yeah, so I think I'm going to do my PLO6 video tomorrow. Now, the problem that I run into, I think that might still be too loud. Let me turn that down a little bit more. There we go. Make it more of a background noise. But I think the problem that I run into is, for example, I want to do another double board bomb pod video strategy, but there's a different strategy that you implement if it's PLO5 double board bomb pod or PLO6 double board bomb pod. Like it's I don't want to say it's a completely different strategy, but it's a little bit of a different strategy. I'm not going anywhere with this hand. Ooh, I like it. So like in PLO6 double board bomb pot, you end up playing a lot more pressure hands in position. Like, I don't know if there is a hand I folded in PLO6 on the button in the last week pre-flop, unless it was all in. But for the most part, if you're going to have like a 4-1 SPR post-flop in PLO6 or more, which if you're playing deep stack games like you are here, 40 cent, 80 cent, where you can buy in for 400, you know, you're playing 500 big blinds deep, you should be able to have like a 4 to 5 SPR post-flop. I don't think I'm folding much. Because even if you have like a 4 to 1 SPR, and there's a bet of pot, you know, you have a 1-to-1 SPR on the flop and then a 1-to-1 SPR on the turn. And that's one of those things where in position you're going to be able to pressure your opponents enough to determine what to do and to be able to pick up some pots that way. PLO6, believe it or not, in my opinion, when you're on the button, happens to be one of the most bluff-heavy games that are out there. Because even if you have, like, the dry ace, and I had this happen last night on the stream, somebody bet into me, I had the dry king and, like, the ace was showing, and they did a small bet. You know, they bet, like, I think the pot was, like, $50, and they bet, like, $10, or, like, the pot was, like, 40, and they bet 10, and I potted it. And then on the turn came a blank, and I realized, oh, I made a mistake, because on the turn they have a 1-to-1 SPR, meaning, you know, I think it was like $72 in the pot, and they had $72 in front of them, and I was like, God, they might just be like, screw it, I'm going to call. And I ended up potting on the turn, and when I did that, I thought to myself, they could easily call just being like, screw it, I want to see what that river card is. Now they ended up folding, and we ended up winning with the dry ace. But when you have a dry ace in PLO6, you feel so obligated to bet at it. Look, we have a gut shot here and bottom pair. Yeah, and I don't have any backdoor nut draws, so like no backdoor spades. But I wanted to call, I wanted him to fold, not realizing, or I realized it at the time, but that's one of those situations where you could just be in trouble. But in PLO6, you feel obligated. You're like, I have the ace of hearts. Like, especially when you're playing PLO6 and it's like 7-handed, you're like, oh, not only do I have the ace of hearts, we're 7-handed. So there's 7 times 6. There's 42 cards out of the deck on the board that are out. And there's 5 cards as well. So there's 47 known cards that are out there. Yes, we flop a set. I'm going to look like this is kind of a draw-heavy bet. Here we have 3 to Broadway and 2 to a wheel, but we're double-suited, out of position. We have limpers. Now we got no action here on top set. Maybe good, maybe not. Double-suited. We're still 3-handed on PLO4. So we have a limp call. Let's just bet really small. Looks kind of weak, looks kind of strong. Apparently it looks way weaker than it does look strong. Bottom pair. Oh, this is a nice hand. Ace, king, deuce, 5. I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? So I got lucky, I guess, on that one hand, 3-way. I don't know. Aces. What do we have here? We have an ace-5 low draw, a pair of deuces. We have a straight draw. We're going to bet half pot. Like, I don't mind a call. I don't mind a fold. I just don't want to raise there. Like a check raise there. I'm puking. 3 spades. Don't like it. The other thing you got to keep in mind is like PLO5 and PLO6 and PLO4 are 2 different animals. Like here we've got 4, 5, and then 5 high-low. Those are 3 different animals. But I do think my next video for my chalkboard series either needs to be PLO6 or double board bomb pots and the variations that they have of PLO6, PLO6, PLO 5 double board, PLO6 double board. So now here we're heads up because the call time's expired. So this is probably going to be my last hand on PLO4, 1, 2. We'll see if we can get 50 cent a dollar fired up here. Here we have a gut shot, a pair of 5s. I just checked that one time. Here we got a gut shot to a 3. No backdoors. Here we have an ace-5 low. It was checked on the flop. So this will be my last hand here. Almost want to call. Nope. Folding. This is a pretty good hand right here. Oh, wow. 3 of a kind on the turn. If he's got ace-4, I think he would have bet. Like, what is he gonna? Yeah, what is he gonna call here? Just gonna stand up. All right, so that table's. Oh, what did he say? Shit, I missed what he said. Let me see what he said here, or where are we at with Chow? I'll talk to you about that in the stream. We flopped the nuts with a redraw. So let's go with the $25 bet. I didn't see what he said. Can you pick me up? Oh, yeah. Because with call time, you gotta... let's just bet it. I'm okay with the call. Yeah. There we go. So, I think with 2 tables going, we have a gut shot, and we have nut clubs. I don't mind betting. I don't like the board pairing. It's not what I was looking for. Double board pair? I don't even like that. He deserves it. Flopped a straight. And with the queen coming, he's probably calling a pot size bet. That's Ace of Spades, everybody. He was in I'm a PLO player. He had 1 or 2 of the sayings. Hey, Josh, thank you for streaming again. Thank you, Logan. I appreciate it. I appreciate you for tuning in. I'm just streaming a little bit more than I used to. I'm just like doing it. I'm only going to do probably another 20 minutes of this today. I'm only going to do another 20 minutes or so until waiting because I was just like, screw it. Here we have a straddle by push, a raise by John. Not much going on in the flop, but I mean, now here's a potential flop where you can like just lead out and bet, because if everybody's limping though, they're more likely to have a 3. So I guess I wouldn't lead out and bet. That's just like lighting money on fire. Ooh, no suited ace. All right, and my call time here is another 2 minutes. So here I think we're good on the call time. So we're down 240. And then what did we end up on PLO4? Let me see what we ended up with. Ace is double suited. We like that. This one we ended up down 66. So 66, down 310. Oh, that's a weird bet. He's just donk leading. Interesting. Big O at 2008 at a home game. 5-5 blinds. Ooh. That might have been a juicy game. I'm assuming it was a good game. Good, juicy game. Ooh, 8, 9, 10, Queen, King. Now, double suited. That is a pretty strong hand. That right there is a pretty strong hand. That right there is some pretty strong folds. It's reasonable. So here we have